Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and you know what, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch is the definition of high school peaking, ladies and gents. That's what I'm gonna have to say. Now, you know, the whole Alinity situation that happened, that's all fine and dandy, you know, the whole tossing the cat nonsense. I think the biggest problem here that I have as well, beyond that, you know, that's a separate issue. The biggest problem that I have right now is Twitch.tv's moderation team. This is one of the worst websites when it comes to that shit, ladies and gents. Now, ever since Amazon bought this company out, I thought maybe they were gonna get, you know, their shit together, they were gonna get more professional, they were gonna become more corporate about it, but no. This is the definition of the high school peak mentality. Now, I'm pretty convinced that most of the people working at the Twitch community guidelines team are people that literally have peaked during high school. This is it, because the amount of clickiness that happens on this website is astronomical for me. It should not be happening on the second largest video gaming streaming website right now. In fact, if anything, the #1 streaming video game platform on the website. Now, for those of you who don't know, Alinity tossed a fucking cat, you know, spit vodka in its face and basically got away with pretty much animal abuse, which goes against plenty of laws, by the way, so much that Twitch should have stepped in and basically suspended, if not outright banned her account. That's what should have happened. But for some reason, I'm convinced she has some hold over the community guidelines because everyone else gets a harassment strike on the platform but her. Criticizing somebody is not harassment. If you think that's harassment, then you're a fucking sheltered little bitch. Okay? Because that's what it is. Criticizing somebody isn't harassment. Somebody can call me, somebody can criticize my content on a very logical basis and might say, hey Muta, you don't upload a lot of gaming stuff, and you know what? That's a valid criticism. Guess what? As an adult, I will take that valid criticism and say, you know what? You're right. And maybe I'll work towards making it better, or maybe I won't. It depends on how I want to pursue things, you know, in accordance with people who criticize me. That's the mark of that. That's being a fucking adult. If people don't do that, then you're a little baby. Okay, and guess what? Your life is gonna be pretty hard for you years down the road when you're gonna have to deal with more and more adult shit coming your way. Now, people getting targeted with harassment strikes in any case, I feel for you. I understand that. That's a fucking terrible situation. I get it. When it's wrongly done, when it's wrongfully done, when it's illegally done in some cases, yeah, it certainly pisses me off. And it should piss me off. It should piss anyone off because it's somebody abusing the system for their own gain. All right, and basically fucking over tried and true rules that should exist for a fucking reason. Now, I'm convinced Alinity and many other people that are under this Twitch banner of umbrella, they have something over the staff. Something that the staff doesn't want to get out for some reason and basically has the holdover, because this is just nonsense at this point. There are some people on this platform that can get away with the absolute fucking worst of it and not even get a slap on the wrist, versus somebody who does something very minuscule and they'll get the full slap. It's so inconsistently done that it's just mind-boggling how that even happens in this day and age, especially with the maturity of how long Twitch has been on the platform or how long it's been ubiquitous in our gaming circle. I am that shocked that it's still gone this far. It is a mind-boggling situation that it can even occur in this case. Here's something about white knighting, okay? Anybody that's like a big white knight, or they're fighting for like the clout chasing, I guess, if that's the modern term for it. Nobody is gonna fucking want you. Nobody is gonna give you a pat on the back. Nobody is gonna fucking like give you the love and support you want because you white knighted for them. That is, you don't get anything for it. I don't get it. Bending over the rules. There is something going on this platform that I'm waiting for to come out, because there is some amount of favoritism that's just unknown. Favoritism towards any of these content creators. And it's not just Alinity. You know, if you look at somebody like DSP Gaming, for instance, IRS, I hope you're listening, Internal Revenue Service of the United States. There is a literal fucking Ponzi scheme going on this Twitch platform. Twitch.tv doesn't fucking care. This guy can sit there for years and say, shit, I gotta pay my fucking taxes. Well, guess what? I know when you gotta pay your taxes, and you're straight up bullshitting the people out there watching you. So this guy's siphoning thousands of dollars out of little 12-year-old kids that don't know any better about the tax system of the United States of America and just gets the fuck away with it. Twitch doesn't intervene. Twitch doesn't care. I guess in a way they're getting paid in some capacity, however little or however much it's been. Alinity can get away with doing this. People criticizing her can't. All right, this is the level of mentality. It's not just a couple of content creators. Anybody that has an in with the system or is like buddy with somebody behind the scenes immediately can get away with the worst of it. And this is not how Twitch should be. You are the number one live streaming platforming for video games. You should not offer any favoritism, any at all. None. No. Everyone should be treated equally, because if you don't do that, then you're gonna look then your entire moderation team looks like it's literally, it doesn't make any sense to the outside person looking in. Beyond that, Twitch can immediately just wipe away DMCA. Like, they don't even care. For the longest time, if you looked into the just chatting section, which is sort of the IRL section of Twitch, ever since, IRL streams kind of kicked in, they were actually streaming full-on movies, animes, actual copyrighted content. What did Twitch do? Fucking nothing. Until it became a mass media issue, until people said, oh my God, they shouldn't be doing that. Then the moderation team stepped in. It's like the definition of $1 late. It's a day late and $1 short. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to get in my head. Guys, offering favoritism to certain content creators doesn't help. Look, white knights, whatever you want to call it, if whatever that term is, I don't give a shit. I'm not politically charged by any of this nonsense. But defending people for the sake of favoritism doesn't help your platform, because guess what? People end up calling you out in the end. You look like fucking morons at the end of the day, because you are morons at the end of the day. And I don't care what kind of backlash I get out of Twitch anyways. I have never streamed on my Twitch channel. Last time I did was accidentally sending on a stream through my PlayStation 4. That was it. Otherwise, I could care less about what happens on Twitch.tv, because a lot of people ask why I don't stream on Twitch TV. And there's very key reasons why. It's because the platform is a fucking joke. It's because the favoritism on the site has gone beyond anything that it should be. It is one of the literal cesspool of sites that you shouldn't be at. Not because inherently it's bad by a technical point of view, because I actually do like some of Twitch's services. I think that for some content creators, it does offer some cool features. But when you look into the context of how its moderation is handled, when you look at how it decides to blatantly punish people when they're clearly in the right, and protecting people for no real fucking reason other than there has to be something behind the scenes, then how can you actively stream on this website? How can you support Twitch.tv? Look, don't get me wrong, YouTube is shit as well. YouTube isn't the best website ever. There's a lot of stuff going off wrong. But if it's one thing that I can agree with, is that the moderation, at least overall, while it's done by some weird AI and some stuff behind the scenes, is at least unanimously, I don't know, it's not as clicky as Twitch sort of is. And if the camera can start focusing because the power levels are a little too off in this video, then that would be great. But yeah, I don't know. Twitch.tv, you need to get your shit together. And like I said, I would love to support Twitch.tv. I like competition in this global video sphere, but I like good competition. I like competition that actually isn't complete nonsense. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. It's a little pissy. I know I got a little angry in this video. I'll try to stop that. I know it kind of is a little too much sometimes, but I had to get this out. I really did. It's just something that's been brewing in the top of my head. I don't get it. There's tons of content creators that can completely astronomically violate guidelines, basically abuse the system, and completely get away because someone at Twitch is just a big giant fan. That's all I really got to say. And if my computer can stop kind of dying right now, that would be great. But ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. Don't need to go above 10 minutes or anything. I am out.